Do I even have any sci-fi? Answer is no. Hey everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to do my March TBR. So as per usual, I'm gonna go over everything that I read in February really quickly as far as what was on my TBR and discuss whether or not I'm gonna have punishments this month or not. So in February I had 9 books to read, and so those books were Empire of the Vampire, Shatter Me, Malibu Rising, A Curse So Dark and Lonely, The Highland Fling, Pretty Reckless, House of Sky and Breath, Barbarian's Choice, and The Air. So out of those 9, I was able to read 6. So I was able to read and complete Shatter Me by Tierra Moffi, Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, The Highland Fling by Megan Quinn, Pretty Reckless by LJ Shin, Barbarian's Choice by Ruby Dixon, and The Air by Sophie Lark, which means that I did not complete Empire of the Vampire, A Curse So Dark and Lonely, and House of Sky and Breath, which means that I will be having 2 punishments this month. So with that being said, I do normally have 5 books on my TBR per month. I always have my book club pick plus 2 books off my own TBR and 2 books off of my top 22 books to read in 2022. So first, I'm going to be talking about my book club pick for March, which is Emma by Jane Austen. And so we will be reading that this month. So that's my book club pick. So that book should be getting read regardless this month. So next I will be throwing up my spin wheel to pick the 2 books from my own TBR and then the 2 books from my top 22 books to read in 2022. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that up right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and spin for the first book on my own TBR. So the book that was chosen was Torment by Lauren Kate, and since this is the second book in a series, I will actually be reading Fallen, which is the first book. So I will be adding Fallen to my TBR. Okay, so now I'm gonna spin for the second book on my own TBR. Okay, so the book that was chosen is Soul Swift by Megan Bannon, and I do not know what this is about. I think this is a YA fantasy book. I haven't really heard anything about this. It was actually given to me by one of my co-workers' daughter who was just getting rid of books, and so she gave this one to me, so I have no idea what this is about, but it does have really pretty blue edges. So yeah, I'm excited to read this and see if I like it. Okay, so next I will be spinning for 2 books off of my top 22 books to read in 2022. So we're gonna go ahead and do the first spin. Okay, so the first pick was The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, and I'm really excited to get to this book. I've heard really good things about this book, so I'm excited to see if I like it or not. And now I'm going to go ahead and spin for my final book on my top 22 to read in 2022. Okay, so I ended up getting A Curse So Dark and Lonely again, so I am going to add this back to my TBR for March, and I'm really upset that I didn't get to this one in February, but hopefully I can get to it in March, and I am still really excited to read this book. Okay, so now that we've done my first spins, it is now time to spin for my 2 punishments. So I will be getting 2 punishments this month, so that means 2 spins of my punishment wheel. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw my punishment wheel up and we will spin for my 2 punishments. Okay, so my first punishment is plus 5 spins. So with that, I'm going to be adding 5 more spins to my owned TBR. So it looks like as of right now, I will be reading 10 books in March. So we're going to go ahead and spin again for the second punishment, and then I'll just do my 5 spins at the end. So my second punishment is a sci-fi book. Okay, so for my sci-fi book, I will be picking Renegades by Marissa Meyer. So I've been meaning to read this for a while, so hopefully I can get to this one. Okay, so now we're going back to my plus 5 spins, so I'll be spinning 5 more times for my owned TBR. Okay, spin number 1. We got Torment. So since we got Torment, I'm going to be reading Fallen. So Torment is book number 2. So I will be adding this to the list. Spin number 2. For spin number 2, we got Passenger by Bracken. And I've been meaning to read this for a very long time, so hopefully I can get to this month. Now for spin number 3. We got Passion, so it looks like I will be reading the first 3 books in the Fallen series by Renegades. So spin number 4. For spin number 4, we got The Darkest Minds by Bracken, and this is the first book in the Darkest Minds trilogy. So, this is a young adult dystopian novel. That is also a movie, so I've never seen the movie, but this book used to be really popular on Booktube a few years ago, and so yeah, we'll see. Okay, and now we are on our final spin. Spin number 5. And for spin number 5, we have Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen. And this is a romance. I got this in the bargain section for $4. So I don't really know what this is about, but it is a romance, and I do love a good romance, so hopefully I can get to this one this month as well. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to be reading 11 books this month. Maybe I'll be reading 11 books this month. I definitely will probably be taking some punishments next month, but you never know. It could be a really good reading month, and I could end up reading everything, so we'll see. I'm definitely feeling a little bit intimidated by this TBR. So, but yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys are planning on reading any of these books, let me know down in the comments, or if you have any suggestions for punishments, also let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please consider subscribing to my channel. You don't have to. It'd be awesome if you did though. I will have all of my social medias linked down in the description if you want to follow me or be friends. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.